Welcome everyone to Health Coach TV. I'm here with the amazing Dee Dee DiMino. Welcome, Dee Dee.
Thank you, Dr. Shaunna.
Well, if you guys out there have ever struggled with pain, chronic pain, or if you have anything to do with ultrasound, if you're an ultrasonographer, both Dee Dee and myself both come from the world of ultrasound. She was an ultrasonographer. I was a radiologist. So pop in here. This might be old home week for you, and we've got some phenomenal tips about how to get out of pain. So let me give Dee Dee a proper introduction. So Dee Dee DiMino was born and raised in upstate New York, and she now helps moms experiencing pain live healthier and pain-free lives. After 25 years as an ultrasonographer and echocardiographer, and one who experienced and saw many people suffering in pain, she was inspired to follow her true passion as a holistic health coach. She is a graduate of the Institute for Integrative Nutrition. She is the founder and CEO of Awakening Wellness, and she now helps moms break free from pain and truly heal. She has been married for 28 years and is the mother of an amazing young son who is the love of her life. She now lives in beautiful Boynton Beach, Florida. So welcome, Dee Dee.
Thank you, Dr. Shaunna. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited to dive in here. We've had some really great discussions. A lot of people don't know the world of ultrasound and what all is involved physically. Now, as a radiologist, well, we did scan a fair amount, but the ultrasound techs, man, you put your bodies through the ringer there. And we were always having people off with pain, unfortunately, some amazing talent, or even worse and more commonly, people working through a lot of pain. So I know people in all walks of life have pain, but you had this unique ability personally and professionally. So you were seeing into people on a daily basis and seeing their pain, but you were also experiencing it yourself. So tell us, what is it that you do now? You're a former ultrasonographer. What is it that you do now, Dee Dee?
So I help women in chronic pain break free from pain and regain their energy, vitality, and joy so they can actively live life more.
I love it. I love it. So tell us a little bit about your story. How did you get into this line of work? Tell us about what it was like. Tell us about your pain first off, and how did you get doing the work that you do now?
So ultrasound was a very physical job, and I would have pain 5 to 6 days out of the week. I started with severe neck, back, head pain, even my knee. And I wasn't sure if it was from my 70-pound dog pulling me too hard or scanning a patient in the wrong position. It affected my mood, my relationship, my work, my life, and it literally consumed me. And it was chronic, and I had it for about 15 to 20 years.
Yeah. Yeah. And what all, so you got this chronic pain. And we don't know why it's there. Could be all sorts of things, and who knows, all that matters. And for having is that you have it, and you've had it for like 15 years. What all did you try to get on the other side of it?
Yes, I had it for most of my adult life, and I tried acupuncture, rolfing, chiropractic, massage, and some of those things helped just for a little bit of time. They never really lasted. And over-the-counter meds didn't even touch the pain.
Yeah, yeah.
So I found myself putting on a facade to hide the pain that I was having.
Yeah. And so, okay, so there you are, doing your best to muscle through with this pain. And then where did the light switch go off that got you out of pain? Because I know you're pain free now. So how did you get from point A to point B? What happened?
Well, I was in such pain. I went to my intuitive doctor, and he suggested that some of the pain was due to the food I was eating. So I realized that some of the food I was eating, and I would take out the food for about a week, add it back in, and the pain was significantly decreased. So I kind of did my own science experiment on myself, and I realized that, some of the foods I was eating every day, like hot sauce or pasta sauce, something like that, was very something I ate every day. So I knew it was something that I had to change.
Yeah. So some foods were inflaming you, and then you treated your body like its own living lab, and you eliminated foods looked at it. It's really smart. I mean, it's the ultimate, right?
Yeah.
So, having that doctor point you in the right direction, say, hey, maybe it's the food, because all of these other things aren't working. And that is something that we do every day, eat.
Mhm.
And so you're like, all right, I'm going to eliminate this food for a week, bring it
Mhm.
back in, see what happens. Did the pain go away? Did the pain stay? And then just kind of keep going through like variety of items I imagine on your diet, and gradually, like over time, you figured out which ones were hurting and which ones were healing, and just ate more of the stuff that felt good.
Absolutely. And then stress that was definitely contributing to it. So I did like a complete overhaul. I changed my diet and my lifestyle, and now I'm living my best life. Less pain, more energy. And of course, I felt like I just must share this life-changing information.
Yeah, when somebody has struggled for so long, like you have, like 15 years or your whole adult life really in pain, and thinking, I mean, after a while, you just think, well, I just have to live with it. The people might tell you have to live with it. People that you're working with are all living with pain. So it's just kind of what happens as you get older, and you start to kind of buy into that. And so once you realize, hey, wait a minute, I didn't have to keep the pain. There's things that I can do. Yeah, I can see how that would inspire you to want to help others. Is that why you decided to become a health coach?
Well, after doing ultrasound for 25 years and looking inside the body and seeing how, the disease processes happened, and then either the doctor would give medicine or do surgery, I just want to be on the other side and prevent disease and prevent surgery, just help people live their best life. I kind of had like a front row seat to it. So
Yeah, yeah, personally and professionally. So tell us a little bit about, that's really awesome. I love when that happens, when that sort of light bulb goes off, and then, we are in a position as health coaches. That's why we do Health Coach TV, because most of the time, not always, but most of the time, health coaches have been through something and cracked the code on something. Maybe not everything, but on their one thing. And then they're like, gosh, I got to help other people with this. So that's why I love doing these interviews. None of us wants to be an expert in what we're an expert in, but now that we are, it's time to share that with others, make everybody else's load a little easier. Tell us, how do you work with your clients? Like, how does that, what happens there?
so I work with mostly women who are in chronic pain and low energy, and they're just looking to have more energy and feel better. So we work together and we find that sweet spot where they have no pain and more energy. And I usually do one-on-one or group sessions, and we work very closely together. And we customize a plan to meet each individual's needs. The specific foods that aggravate one person's pain are not necessarily the same as someone else's. So we do some detective work, and we work together to see what foods does their body have that's inflaming them and which ones don't.
Yeah, that's huge. I love that. I love all of that. And I know that one of the things that you do is, I've seen you do free 5-day challenges. I know those have been super popular. I think, oh gosh, earlier this year you had like 50 people join in on one of your kick your pain to the curb challenges. So I know that you love doing those. So you guys will put comments at the end on how you can join in on one of Dee Dee's challenges, and workshops and webinars and things like that. So I know this is really a passion of yours,
Yeah,
to do
I,
this.
I I started loving to do the workshops and webinars just to see people's eyes light up when they see there is help for their pain, even if they have tried everything else.
Yeah. So good, so good. It really is. Just have hope is incredible just in and of that. So one of the things that I love to ask people on Health Coach TV is, uh, from your perspective, somebody who has had 25 years working as an ultrasound technologist, uh,
Mhm.
and someone who has had 15 years of pain herself and then was able to get on the other side of it and now help other people on the other side of it. From
Mhm.
your perspective, what is the biggest myth that there is when it comes to this subject of pain?
Well, a lot of people think that pain and suffering is a way of life. I do not believe we're put here to suffer. So once people realize that food can be causing their pain, life changes for them. And when they take over-the-counter pills or prescription meds, no, that doesn't address the why. So together in my program, we address the why. Why are they having pain? And once we figure that out, life changes for them.
Awesome. So good to get to that root cause. I love that. Why is taking a holistic approach, including the food, as you mentioned, the stress, as you mentioned, mindset, all of that, those factors, why is that so important to reversing pain?
Because at the root, actually, when they're healthy and well, that is supposed to be our natural state. So what we want to honor that. And I love educating and awakening people to their God's given healing capabilities, awakening them to wellness. So I just love seeing people's lives change when they're on the other side of pain. Their true self surfaces. And I just awesome helping people.
Yeah, fantastic. It is. It is so, well, I call it soul satisfying to, be a health coach, be able to do this work. So another question that I love to ask health coaches who in their area of expertise, what are a few tips that you can share with our viewers as far as if they're struggling with pain, they're like, yeah, this all sounds good, Dee Dee. I kind of heard some of this before, but I'm in pain. What can I do? What are some things that I can do now?
That's a great question. So the first would be undiet your diet, eliminate foods for a week, and then add it back in and see how you feel. Kind of like be your own detective. You be the best one to know how you feel.
Right.
Number two would be stress, because stress can cause inflammation in the body, which can exacerbate pain in the body. So find a way that you enjoy to decrease stress. It could be meditation, breathing exercises, walking your dog, yoga, anything that you like to enjoy, do that. And number three would be your mindset. Reprogram your mindset. So unblock your healing by being aware of your words, especially to your body. Most people don't, some people will understandably think or say things like, that pain never goes away, or excruciating pain. You need to change that. This is a very important step. You can't dismiss that one.
Yeah, I love it. What are some things that what are some positive affirmations people could say, or what are some things that people could say to their body that would be helpful? Give us some of those.
Sure. I mean, just look in the mirror and say, I am amazing. I am amazing. I love my body. I'm getting better and better every single day. Just look at yourself in the mirror and say these positive things and start to believe it, because you are amazing.
Yeah, awesome. You're super powerful. You mentioned about, so I love that, mainly undiet your diet. So that elimination detective work, addressing stress. I want to circle back to that one, and then reprogramming your mindset. So stress, okay. We all have stress. It's not going anywhere. It seems to be increasing. And so, you were an ultrasonographer, and, you can do things in your off hours to maybe manage, maybe you do yoga, walk the dog, as long as the dog's not stressful to walk. I've had a variety of dogs. Some are more fun than others to walk. So, but let's say you're in your busy work day and you can't just hop in a bubble bath or a massage or, or walk the dog. Any tips that you can share for people that they can address the stress? Because you said it's so important, and it is, because it ramps up that inflammation. Anything that they can do kind of in the moment?
I say anybody anywhere can do this, and it's the 5-3-6 breathing method, where it would deactivate your stress response and put you into a relaxation mode. So you breathe in for 5, you hold for 3, and you let it out for 6. You do that 3 times, and it kind of relaxes you. And you can do it anywhere, in the bathroom, on your break, as you're, getting your next patient.
Yeah, excellent. Let's all do one. Let's walk me through one round of it. Just demo it for us, your 5-3-6 method.
Okay, so what we do is breathe in for 5. And we're going to hold for 3 and out for 6. We do that 3 times, and it kind of just relaxes your whole body and gets you ready for your next patient or your next.
Yeah. And that can be something that they are doing while they type that into the computer. And you can imagine, we just did one little round there, and doing that 3 times. You can do that while you're walking from one patient to the next.
Mhm.
You can do it while you're in the washroom. You can do it as you're sitting at a computer. It takes no time. And yeah, just to flip the switch out of fight or flight, which we're like all like hyper alert, cranking out the inflammatory chemicals, exacerbating the pain, as you say, and we can flip that switch and get into that rest and digest, parasympathetic mode, where you can chill and start to unwind that pain. It's so very good. Thank you for kind of demonstrating that. So that's something that's easy. That's something free and easy that everybody can do, and it's helpful. So when you've been working with your clients, and they're mainly coming to you for pain. But what I've observed is when health coaches are working with their clients, they might start with one thing, but there's some spin-off benefits. What are some things that you've noticed as you've been working with your clients? Any spin-off benefits?
I love seeing people on the other side of pain and how happy they get. But a woman did my 5-day challenge, and she continues to follow some of my steps, and she's easily losing weight. She's lost about 10 pounds, and she's on her way to her ideal weight. And she's really, really happy about that.
Yeah, so cool. Like it just gets better and better and better. And weren't even trying to help them lose weight, but they get rid of that, inflammation increases weight as well. So it helps with that. Excellent. Any other spin-off benefits?
Yeah, so I had another one. She was using the positive affirmations, and she realized it just wasn't about the diet. So her husband and her son even noticed a change in her because she started doing a positive outlook. She started doing positive affirmations, and it actually has improved her whole family dynamic and relationship. So she knew it wasn't just about food, that she had to change her words too.
Yeah, that makes total sense, right? Like if you're saying all these positive things, you are going to be a more positive person. Everything can get better. Your relationships, your career, your energy, your mood, your social life, everything, in addition to your health. So good. So
I
good.
all three. You just have to do the food, the
Yeah.
stress, mindfulness. So they're all important. You just can't do one.
Yeah. Somebody once talked about a 3-legged stool, and you got the 3 legs of the stool, and then you're in balance and you've got it. But if you take any one of those legs away, if you take away, the positive affirmations or outlook, if you take away the dealing with the stress, or you take away the food aspect, the stool falls over. So yeah. And that applies perfectly to what you're sharing here. Is really like those 3 pillars are really what keeps things in balance and gets people to be pain-free. So I love that, Dee. There are people I know who are like, I need to talk to this gal. She's the real deal. She's done it for herself. She's done it for others. I want some of those spin-off benefits too. So how can people get in touch with you and connect with you, ask you questions, join in some of the great things that you have going on?
Sure. My website is deededimino.com. Facebook, you can connect with me there also, in Dee Dee DiMino. I also have my free 5-day Kick Your Pain to the Curb challenge, which is kickyourpaintothecurb.com. It's fun. Anybody's welcome. So hop on anytime.
Awesome. So you can check out kickyourpaintothecurb.com to see if Dee Dee has an upcoming challenge, and then head on over to her website is probably the easiest way to always connect with you. And it's just her name. It's DeeDeeDimino. So DeeDeeDiMino.com. So with that, I just want to thank you so much, Dee. You're a wealth of information. Thank you for shining your light so bright, being so generous and willing, and kind of with this no nonsense attitude. Let's roll up our sleeves. Let's get down to it. Let's get you on the other side of it. And I just really love your approach and how you're really shining a light and doing something really wonderful for the world. So thank you so much for being here, Dee Dee.
Dr. Shaun, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. Well, that's it for this episode of Health Coach TV. If you like this episode, be sure to like and subscribe. And of course, if you have a topic that you want to know more about, pop that in the comments as well. And be sure to share this with your friends who might be struggling with pain. Know that there is hope and help out there. And with that, be good for you.